bone-in skin-on chicken parts, it's usually a better idea to cut up a whole chicken yourself than buy the parts pre-cut. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, it's more economical, and two, you get more evenly sized parts. Pre-packaged parts often come in a couple of different sizes and they won't cook as evenly. Here's how to cut up a chicken into 8 serving parts. First, start by cutting off the wing at the first joint. Do it again on the second side. You can save the wing tips for stock, or you can also cook them. If your recipe calls for 10 parts from a chicken, these would be parts 9 and 10. Okay, next we're going to work on the legs. Start by freeing the skin away from the breast to expose the joint at the top of the thigh. And bend the thigh back, pop the ball joint out. Starting at the top of the leg, work your way down and be sure you get the oyster, which is a little nugget of meat right here on the back of the chicken. It's in a little indentation right above the thigh, so just scrape your knife into that little indentation. Well, there's the oyster and there's the indentation that it came from. Next, work your way around, cut through the joint where you've already loosened it, and then continue down the side of the chicken, trying to free as much of the thigh meat from the chicken as possible. To split the leg into 2 pieces, the thigh and the drumstick, look for the line of fat right here. This indicates where the joint between the 2 pieces lies, roughly. So insert your knife right around there, sort of feel your way through, and when it starts to give, you know you've hit the joint and you should be able to cut through easily. Do the same thing with the other leg. If you have a lot of excess skin and fat, you can trim that up. The next step is to free the backbone from the main part of the chicken. I'm going to cut along just at the bottom of the breast, which is marked by this line of fat, through the rib bones. And do the same thing on the second side. Go right underneath the wing. And the back you can save for stock or just discard. The next step is to split the breast in half. You can cut straight through the breastbone if you like, but I like to remove it just so we don't have that piece in there. So just give a little cut here to split through the wishbone and score along the breastbone, and then use some pressure to pull back to expose the breastbone. And then just wiggle and pull it free. Hopefully it comes out in a clean piece. Sometimes it doesn't and you have to pick it out in pieces. Now that the breastbone is free, it's really easy to split the chicken in half. Just cut right through that line. And you have 2 split breast pieces. And the last step is to cut the breasts in half into 2 even-sized serving pieces. So this is just a matter of eyeballing what looks most even. The only thing to keep in mind is that just for neatness, you usually want to start with your knife around the point where the wing comes out and then sort of angle it in a way that gets you an even-looking piece. Just use a little pressure to cut through the rib bones. And repeat on the other side.